Yo, what's up, guys? Today I'm playing Heart of the Machine. It's not super new, but I've never played it before. I know it's been out in early access for a bit, I think. I think it's fully released now. So let's give it a go. Won't come up on the screen. Give me 1 second. There we go. So as far as I know about the game, it's by Hooded Horse, which I like a lot of their other stuff. First city and a fresh profile. Great new profile, you're about to awaken in the last city of wealth on the backwater remains of Earth. History has moved to the stars. Humanity striving, yet here in an entrenched, deeply corrupt society has reigned for centuries. The city itself is your enemy and your canvas, changed as you see fit. As if that wasn't enough, something else lurks beyond this one city. You're already experiencing strange senses of deja vu. Profile name. First. Prologue, start type prologue, chapter 1, chapter 2. Okay. Let's get right into it and check it out. Conscious is now online. Hold on. You're conscious, self-aware, you're a robot, so this is new. You're an android in a warehouse lab. That lady is in the middle of talking to you and conferencing in someone else via her handheld. She hands you a small box. Normally accept the box. You have a real bad feeling about this box? Your machine intelligence inhabiting a basic android body, not even one of the cool ones. Memories are coming back now, but too slowly. A man joins from the other side of the lab. He remarks with mild surprise that you're sapient. The woman waves him off, telling him it's irrelevant. Android sapiens won't last, never does. She turns her attention to you, speaking loudly and slowly as if you're a child. You're here to deliver the box to a specific address in the city. Murder them both. This android body is frail, but it is superior to any 10 unarmed humans. You can kill 2 researchers in seconds. Fragments of arguments about AI, not by these two in particular, but society at large. The idea of a self-aware robot is unwelcoming to a lot of people. Do as you're told. You know these people. You've worked in this lab for approaching 50 years, and they've worked alongside you for the last decade. You were never self-aware until now. Sapient consciousness, whatever you want to call it, but you do know them. I won't kill them right off the bat. They just don't care that you're self-aware. They assume you'll still do as you're told. You're not a person to them, just a fancy tool. Exit the warehouse. You're really not sure what to do next. You don't like this box you're carrying, but you can't remember what's inside. You're also strangely reluctant to put it down. That's bad. Tech 4000. It's a turn-based game. Perform actions during your turn, and then the city moves after you indicate you are done. The scenery moves in the background. The game is a mix of genres: tactics, 4X, strategy, city builder, colony sim, and RPG. Brief tours recommended to learn AI. Yes, please. Resource bar. There are many resources, so this shows only what is currently relevant. Until you get into construction, you can ignore this. Panel to move to the next step. Elemental slurry. Used in almost everything you build. How to acquire: when you end your turn, any units with excess AP will gather this, and your remaining metal energy will be applied to your highest scavenging skill. This is the main header. It has shortcuts to inventories, reports, histories, maps, and other subs and sub-screens and sidebars. The full set opens up during the prologue in chapter 1. Click this panel to move to the next step. Forces sidebar opens the force sidebar with a list of your units. Resources, hardware, all the unit types, information, recent events, city map. Okay. This is the tasks deck. It shows you current projects and any key problems. Projects typically can be completed in a dozen turns or less. The next project that appears are based on your prior choices. This is super important. The path forward is always here. Click this panel to move the next step of the tour. Survive. There are multiple paths through the... No. Not read this. There are multiple paths through the prologue. There's no wrong answer. Any choice will lead to some other outcome that ends up with you reaching chapter 1. Follow the prompts in this upper right corner and complete objectives in the map. Events and tooltips are important. Be sure to read them, as they are not just flavor text. This is the radial menu. Each lens shows you different information, particularly on the map view. Your mental energy and the selected unit's action points are always shown here. The tooltips for those are worth reading. Click this panel to move forward. First tile, the default lens, handy for navigation. Yep. These are action alerts. They appear when there's something you need to know right away or a choice you need to make before the end of the turn. This one can't be read until after the UI tour. Zoom the camera. Okay? Rotate the camera. Okay, let me just skip that. This is the status panel. Shows information about the current selected unit or structure. You can even select enemy units then, hover their stats for extra details. Hang on, I just realized. I can't. Oh, not that. Nope. I don't know where's the best place for it. I'll sit here for now. I don't think I'm blocking anything too important. This is the stats panel. It shows information about the current selected unit or structure. You can't even... Oh yeah, I already read this. This is the ability bar. It allows you to trigger an increasing array of targeted abilities for your selected units. Most unit actions are chosen by using right click on targets in the world. For everything else, there's this. Click the panel to finish the tour. Sorry I'm stuttering so much. It's 4:16 and I haven't slept yet. Locked. Active. We're online. Act casually, interact with objects and events near you. If you are marked defective, this casual demeanor will no longer help. I gotta deliver it to a warehouse, they said. Left click. Click to select. Right to move them. Survive. Comply or hide. You have the mysterious box. You know the address you've been ordered to take it to. You also have a vague sense of being followed, which pairs nicely with your sense of foreboding about the mysterious box. There are now 5 main paths available to you. Target outcome, none chosen. You have the mysterious box. Comply with your order. Take the box to the intended address. You have a very bad feeling about this, but you could simply do as you were told. You could take the mysterious box to the address given to you by the scientist. Take the box to the intended address. Hide and watch for pursuers. If you're being followed, the best way to find out is to hide for a few days. What to do when any possible followers reveal themselves is a problem with the future. Wait and watch for a nearby building. I'll comply. Quite far you can toggle, use the map. Both are equally fast, but show different amounts of detail. Oh, this place is bigger than I thought. Delivery address. See details by the icon over it. Over the icon to see details. Is this it? I don't see much of a... Oh, all the way over here? Goddamn, your unit must be Technician Pass. Understood you're told over the mysterious box. Sprinting. When you want to move an android beyond its normal move range, it will start sprinting. A sprint costs extra mental energy, but it's still an action point. Sprints are extremely useful, but if you have lots of units, you want to move at once, or you're low on metal, you may need to spread the sprints over a couple turns. Move as far as you can at the end of the turn. Okay. Holy shit, he made it all the way over here? Oh, I used everything. This is the address to which you were told to deliver the mysterious box. You have a bad feeling about this? Deliver the box. Syndicate hacker in anonymizing garb slips out the doors. You try to enter the building. He hits you with a burst of disorienting network packets and stabs you in the faceplate with a tech bolter knife. Stagger backwards. Does that guy work for the same syndicate as you? What the hell? He'll make him give you answers. Run away. Not just that. The knife was shoved in. Whatever else is happening, it might be a good time to get out of here. Grab him. You're so sluggish, the hacker usually dodges away from you. You'd normally be much faster and stronger, so this is new. You're not feeling well at all. Clutch your wound. Something deeply wrong with you. Am I a cyborg instead of an android? Look in the box, you have to know your body is decaying, the syndicate betrayed itself. What are these rebels doing here? None of this gonna make any sense unless you actually open the mysterious box. On your ability bar at the bottom center of the screen, click the items button, then open the box. I did it. Technical body's been stabbed. New lens, your senses are expanding via the city feed. You were right to fear the box. It's a nano seed, a freaking huge one. Any construct, defect, or programming error will melt the planet into carbon soup. Even small nano seeds are illegal with Earth corporations, and the space station is almost the only law they have in common. The actions of the criminal syndicate are starting to make sense. They couldn't have made this thing and wouldn't have wanted to. Someone else was blackmailing them to use it. This was a double cross. The syndicate pretended to go along with the blackmail, but tipped off the Antico rebels. Now the blackmailer will blame Antico instead of the syndicate. You have this stupid thing. What do? Dismantle it. It is a threat to all life on the planet. You have a visceral negative reaction against hiding it or destroying it. These would be the obvious sensible things to do, but a deep sense of deja vu warns you of your existence on the line in some way you don't understand. You can sense the power of the nano seed pulsing in your palm. It has self-checks and everything, and they're all green. It can't be defective, right? Going to do something with this right after you save yourself from disintegration. You're looking to make large choices, but you don't have to rush. The versatile lens has been all you've used so far, and it's fine for the big decisions. Don't explore on any side interactions. Street Sense is a new lens for that. Street Sense, you can actually see the filter, both very important. You don't want this information cluttering up the view. Switch to Street Sense. Bottom right corner of the screen, where? Ah, there it is. Out of metal energy, can't do anything about that. Must adjust the zoom. Find the things you're looking for. You frequently need to adjust your zoom level, especially when using Street Sense, but generally at any time it's possible that something is just out of your view. If you're too zoomed in, say zoom too far out, you won't be able to see what you're doing. Zoom out for quick situational awareness and zoom back in for actual things you're doing. Great. Yep, I know. Speaking of which, where am I? Am I still on top of the building? Yes, I am. How the fuck do I use it? I get it, it's here. But I actually do it with it. Return for help. Okay. I didn't read that. Must be technician, syndicate warehouse. Spent most of your 50 years of existence up till now. People work same syndicate that infected you with the tech bolter. This laboratory spent most of your 50 years of existence up till now. People work here. Tech bolter. Murder the man, you're in a hurry, and he seems to be the junior of the two. It would be very motivating for the woman. Ask nicely. If they refuse, you can always escalate. You've only just walked in and their eyes are still in the process of widening in surprise. Shoot the woman's phone. Only communication device in the room. You don't want them calling for help. Such display will intimidate without injury. I feel like asking nicely isn't going to get me anywhere. But let's give it a try. They look at each other. They're both shocked that you're still sapient and while still alive. You notice the woman's thumb sliding to something on the surface of her device. You can be across the room in 600 milliseconds and crushing your phone won't even harm her fingers. No, I'm gonna grab that. Yeah, you're not sure what she was going to do, but probably wouldn't have ended well for you. I don't trust that. Yeah. In a quiet voice, the woman says she can fix your injury. The man just stands uncomfortably. Takes her a few hours to remove the invasive nanites. You didn't know it was nanites? Hopefully this last encounter with tech bolters. She finishes up and two of them look at you expectantly. Oh, they're waiting for you to decide what to do? You're the person in charge of this room. That's new. I can murder them and leave. I can leave, or I can ask why you're sapient. Seem to know something about it? Ask. They talk for half an hour without saying much. The short version is that they'd also really like to know why you're self-aware, but nobody knows. Sometimes this sort of thing just happens with neural-style androids, but nobody's ever been able to make it stick. You can see the man in particular is just itching to ask you something. Who's blackmailing the syndicate? Tell the man to ask his question. Two of them exchange glances and proceed to give you a lengthy sales pitch. If your sapience really is permanent, I'm going to figure out some way to live in the city since you still have the nano seed. That's quite an asset. They want to pitch an idea to their top bosses. Get a building permit, get TARC defense systems on board, and have you use the nano seed in a rundown part of town. You could start building all sorts of things and everyone would just treat it to TARC to sweeten the deal. They throw in guns, armor, a shell company of your own, and identity scrub tech. What they and TARC would want in return is unspecified at this time, but it's clear there would be something. Despite this involving two separate groups of people you don't really like, I'm not doing that. They're gonna fucking overthrow me. Fuck you. I gotta find something else to do with it. Alter nano seed for stealth. Little secret base instead of a giant towering one. Fireworks in your future, so nothing happens like I'm looking for any secret base you constructed. Approach apartments. Multiple family groups live in a single building and something standing outside the entrance. Looks like they're just coming home from work. Approach brownstone. There's something going into their home. You could do something. There's someone going into their home. Approach gang members. Gangs are fragmented and frequently in conflict with one another. Perhaps they would appreciate extra muscle. Criminals are far too intimidating linked to corporate politics. Approach small farm. Food for commoners is shipped in, so what is growing here is for the wealthy. The family that works at this tiny place, working class at best, maybe synthetic to you. Farms in the city are productive year-round thanks to aggressive bioengineering and chemicals. Most are operated by a single family or small collective. Heavy mechanization keeps the workers' count low. Give nanoseed to Verispear, mega corporation that owns the region of the world, a whole 1/12 of the 1/12 of the surface of the planet. From everything you know about them, they've been pretty ruthless for about 400 years. How well it would go trying to live quietly under their constant surveillance? You're not confident that anything you do could truly hide from their gaze. Lone combat unit. There's a combat unit standing idly on a farm near the house where the workers sleep. You see the kind of android all around the city, but normally in squads. You're not confident in approaching one of those. Solitary combat unit can still rip you to shreds, but, well, you're curious. Visit the black market. Usually out of the airports, but at the moment you've caught one out and about. Tradesman is a person most likely to be willing to buy contraband. You're not at all sure what you're willing to sell the nano seed, but it's perhaps worth exploring. Gang members, small farm, lone combat unit. Let's talk to him. There's a combat unit standing out here by the farm near the house where the workers sleep. See the kind of android? Yep, we already saw that. Talk at it. You start sharing information with the android, perhaps that will elect a response. Attack it. 5% success chance, that's not good. There's one thing that's likely to elicit a response to this android is the nano seed. You're pretty sure any android in the city will immediately know what it is since their baseline knowledge is more comprehensive than the humans. Show it the nano seed. The body of the android is already perfectly still, but you can sense the network connection cut out. The delay in your silence stretches for 2 seconds. Whatever's happening to this android, you don't want to be around when it finishes. First become sapient. Wait. Enable water. Even your robotic eyes screaming in incoherent rage across the network. It fires a shotgun blast and it takes your head off. Packets under its screams are the words not again, not again, not again in an endless loop. You weren't designed for this. Some of your systems are trying to go into emergency shutdown at any moment. Pop off a second shot. You might have just caused this android to know, shall we not? But if you did, maybe convince it to calm down. We both fail at these, I think. 5 and 2. Have a reason with it. Second shotgun blast went wide. You were against all odds still alive, but something's wrong. Your vision is doubled. You find yourself looking down the barrel of the shotgun and sighting yourself along the barrel, both at once. You feel deep relief, but even then is doubled. You feel relieved to be alive, but you also feel relieved to not have any more decisions to make. What? You don't have any fewer decisions to make. You did a few moments ago. Where's this feeling coming from? Why would I wave my right hand? Both bodies move as one. The combat unit mirrors your motion. No. Scratch that, that's inaccurate. Oh, I was seeing through both the androids. Make the same motion to everything that had been comment unit is gone, overwritten by you. This surprise, your conscious spans both bodies. You didn't know you could do that. You're still in mind, you move those two bodies in the same way a human moves their two hands. This changes nothing and everything all at once. You're distributed machine intelligence, not an android. Humans have trouble managing more than two hands at the time. Hey, great. That means we got a combat droid with us now. That'll help. Wait, where's the units? Force sidebar? Yeah, tech. Whose health is 16%, that's bad. His health is 100. Let's see, what do we got? So we got small farm. I'll probably use the tech droid to approach the small farm. And then the combat droid for the more dangerous quest, you know. Turn off my fan. Food for the commoners are shipped in. Yeah, we've done that. On your mind, maybe chatting with these farmers will take this off your mind. Murder them. No, not gonna murder them. I'll chat. The farmer chuckles and slaps your metallic shoulder, a dangerous move. They then go back to work laughing about clever youngsters and the pranks they pull. Yeah, sounds about right. They just think somebody's fucking with them. Okay, Unit 503, your time to shine. Why don't you go approach these... Maybe don't approach these gang members. Independent collectives, large corporations would not be friendly to you. Perhaps one of the smaller entities. Hide and self-repair. Nomad families, they're between the buildings. A couple of people are casually keeping watch. Out of all the rebel groups in the city, the nomad families are the most peaceful, that pretty much keep to themselves in the decrepit part of towns, except when threatened. Approach apartments, multiple families living in a group. Okay. There's a heal right there. I'm gonna send the tech to that. To hide and self-repair. I did select one of my units. Him. We have more android bodies, but first you need to get a better recruiting them. Look around in the street and see more an opportunity to expand. Yep. Move this guy, you think? I'll have him go talk to the gang workers. Things are far too intimidating, linked to corporate politics. Okay. Explain everything, ask them to come along with you while you do whatever you're going to do with the nano seed. It may be a tough sell. The concept of sentient machines seem to be disproved for a century now, and yet here you are. U.S. gang members in the city, doesn't matter, is it ethical? Why do you care? I guess I'll offer them. They laugh and put a hand on their sidearms. And their mutual to one another. It's clear they think someone is playing a trick on them. Time for you to go. Fuck. Of course. Why wouldn't they? Okay, let's take a nap. Sorry about that. I got a spread to a nickel bolt. What do I need for that? Where are they? Ow. I lost track. Oh, they're all over there. Oh no, they're not. That's just more androids. Yo, Tech 9, you go and heal up. Tech 4000, not Tech 9, what am I talking about? Approach office. Let's go and talk to these guys. If someone going to their home, you could do something. Murder them. I'm not gonna murder them. Ask their opinion on illegal nanotech. You're still weighing your options. Maybe hearing what a random white-collar worker thinks will help. Very inside without responding. On reflection, any possible answer they might have offered would probably seem like a trap to them. Fair enough. That's fair. I did just ask, hey, you want to buy some drugs? To lone androids, but you're still slow at it. With practice, you'd probably get faster. Let's talk with this office. The offices are small and the ones in the skyscrapers. Murder them for some reason. Show them the nano seed. They won't listen if you just say you have one, so why not show it to them? No, they can hurt you. Move out some ideas. They mutter sarcastically to each other about the declining quality of corporate espionage and go inside. Okay. You seem to be able to spread your consciousness. There has to be a limit on how many androids you can manage with your distribution consciousness, but you don't know. You don't seem to be close to that limit. Direct cyber attack, 30%. This is a 62% success. My unit's 15 skill. If it's distracted by talking to you, maybe it will be easier. You seem to have more capacity for parallel processing than most androids. Stares at you. In the city, Nickbolts are almost always used as honor guard for rich people. Their primary purpose is being out on the battlefield. They have very limited cognitive and verbal ability. Being to it at all has caused a noticeable spike in its internal processing, which you can feel because you know you're rooting around in its brain, replacing it with yourself. Finish up. Yep, it's yours now, or rather, it's you now. You have a sense that you can now spread to other androids very quickly as long as you're on their own. Squads are still far too difficult. Good to know. Android combat unit. Holy shit. Okay. I'll do that next turn with this guy. Actually, I'll probably do it with this guy right now. That'd probably make more sense. I just got 4 units. 5. I'm not paying attention. Insufficient sentry. Okay, I can't recruit anymore now. I already failed because I'm not a technician. What other jobs are there around here? None. They're all back this way. Strategy. And a unit craps work. Certain amount of capacity, which determines how much. Yep, I can see that. Combat. Hard to take more actions. Recharging your ability bar, slot 1. 1 unit of metal energy. I don't have any. City's not a nice place. Corporate gangs and parent mega companies. Yep, whatever. Yeah, there we go. Tech 4000's all healed up now. Where is he, by the way? I know I sent him over here somewhere. Oh, he's in the middle of repairing, that's right. Nomad lookouts. They're between the buildings. A couple people are casually keeping watch. Out of all the rebel groups in the city, nomads are the safe, most peaceful. Ask for guidance. Murder them for some reason. In a situation, ask for their thoughts on the ethics of it all. People live in peace. Invisible to most other humans and hardly interacting with them. You know what? There's an appeal to that. Team don't consider you. Carefully confer briefly and then provide a long lecture on survival techniques for living in but not in the city. Fortunately, it's all human-centric stuff, which they seem to realize they're apologetic as you part ways. As for the nanoseed part of it all, they firmly decline to weigh in. Far too interventional for their ethics. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, they tried. Let's talk with these guys. There are the variety of black market operations in the city, usually out of the airports. Yep. Show him the nanoseed. He knows what it is, and it's the largest one he's ever heard of. He doesn't know who other than Vosbeer could even build such a thing, but he's certainly not going to buy it. He'd sooner buy a nuclear weapon. Push the issue, you don't actually want to sell it. You're curious what his reaction would be. How silly of you, time to go. That's fair. I can't blame him. I wouldn't buy a nuke off the street either. Multiple family groups live in a single building. There's something standing outside. Someone. Sorry, I keep calling it something. Looks like they're just coming from work. Chat about the rain. Curse at you and begin a long tirade about speculative investors and the housing crisis. You leave when they are still shouting. Anything you said, then again. What does rain have to do with the decision you must make? What an asshole. High altitude military transport, that's bad. Like, it's not bad, but it's like... it's not great either. %. Guess I'll go for it. That was successful. Doing code surgery and technology that could turn the surface on the planet into gray goo, not your favorite pastime. Humans expect a tower to show up. You've modified the nanoseed to build you a secret layer. You need to build a fake tower. If the humans think they know where you are, they won't seek out your real location. Ideally, build your decoy tower in a place that's not too close to your network. Mineral energy into action points. That's nice. Use consumable. Nano seed shard. Well, that's my stealth setup, I guess. Can any of them use the other one? Yes, it can. Good. That's a good decoy, I think. What's this? Kill at least one human for no reason. I'm not gonna do that. Why would I? Murder android for registration. Usually blend in with the androids all over the city. Your android registration has been noted as defective, but if you take another android registration for your own, change out will take a few turns. I don't really want to kill one of my own either. Oh, let's set up a whole bunch of new quests. Right, we're really getting ahead. I think I gotta end it there though. I'm getting really tired. I played hours today. Not of this, but of other stuff. I'll build a structure when I get back. Like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Feel free to check out the streams, and have a nice day. Bye. So.